Carl Baker here again, Baker CFO Advisory, continuing our question and answer series. We work with clients that are more established or that are in some sort of flux or growing, changing, scaling. And in that context, we get asked all the time about the appropriateness of budgeting, how to budget, how to use budgeting. And so I want to talk about that for a couple minutes here. If somebody asks me that, and especially if they are new to budgeting, I would ask, why are you wanting to do a budget? Is it because you've heard about the concept of budgeting, somebody told you you should do it, and you're trying to check a box? Or are you really trying to implement some financial discipline into your organization, or take it to the next level in terms of being data driven, et cetera? How are you planning to use that budget? And have you thought enough about what it is you're trying to accomplish? Because the budget should be there to help you accomplish your overall business objectives. So it's really not there just to check a box and say, yep, we have a budget. It's really there to help you manage your business and instill some discipline into the business. So that's my first comment. Secondly, frankly, many small businesses, mom and pop or single member owners, they're probably not doing a budget. They're just getting through their business and serving customers and serving clients, et cetera. So they're probably not. But as you grow, scale, add complexity, add people that are helping a business grow and instill some professional management, the more that's happening, the more budgeting will become a part of it based on my introductory comments. A couple quick comments. There are a couple different types or approaches to budgeting. There is a zero sum where every year you start over and just build a budget from scratch. There's also a roll forward budget approach where you take last year's and you use that as a baseline and then you figure out what all the changes are. There's pros and cons to both, but just understand those are a couple common approaches. Then I'll just talk quickly about a few things that you want to look at if you're new to budgeting or if you're wanting to improve that process. Of course, the budget is going to be made up of generally revenue, expenses, probably other types of outlays like financial, like capital outlays, capital investments, and those sort of things. So start with your revenue. Make sure that you're approaching that from a reasonable and accurate perspective. Take seasonality into account and just make it reality-based. From an expense category, make sure that you're capturing all your real expenses using your chart of accounts from your general ledger and just making sure that you're taking a reality-based approach. And again, align your expenses with your revenues so that if you have applied seasonality in your revenues, make sure that you're doing the same thing with the variable component of your expense structure. And then use that to establish priorities as you're heading into the new year and you want to understand what new things to invest in, what new programs to invest in, HR priorities, etc. Finally, I would just say plan for the unexpected and review and adapt regularly. It doesn't have to be a set-in-stone approach. The budget's there to help you accomplish your goals. So just make it a live document that is there to help you manage your business and accomplish your goals. That's just the best way I can say that. After you've done all of that, just what are you going to do with it? Just make sure that it's reasonable and that you put systems in place and plans in place to evaluate your budget versus actual results and live with it as a living document. And the goal, again, as I said earlier, is really to help you advance that business using the budget as the guideline. So those are my comments about budgeting. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Happy to help you if you're just wanting to talk about how to instill budgeting into your growing, scaling business, etc. Hope this helps. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.